vision.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Something they looking for me, them pussies they never did.
We got the jizzle in the building, shooters in the background. Let a nigga step Mossberg sitting back down. Once they threw the book, fuck niggas, yeah, I'm back now. Let everybody start, bunch of funny niggas fat now.
It's recording.
Okay. Yo, I'm Desire One. I'm Desire One. Yo, I'm the Time to Pop. And this is Captain Ariel here. Yo, I'm Desire One. Desire One. Yo, I'm the Time to Pop. This is Captain Ariel. You watching Captain Ariel, and this is the brutal speech. I'm Desire One. Desire One. Yo, I'm a Time to Pop. This is Captain Ariel, and you're watching Rude Speech. So if you tired of podcasts where you not getting the truth and they not hitting on the topics that you want, then you better come over to Rude Speech. If you tired of podcasts that's not going to get down to the meats and potatoes, then you need to come to Rude Speech Vidcast. Alright, we got some shit. Y'all made this up. Use that. Right like this. What's going down? All right, what's going on, y'all? I know what it is, man. This is Rude Speech Vidcast. We in the building. Sorry, it sound like my mic is a little crazy. Let me see. I guess it is what it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, let me listen to you right quick.
Hello. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing and testing again.
Oh, maybe it's,
There we go.
Bass. Your cord is all messed up. See, that's why I can't.
All right, testing 1 2 3. I can't really hear myself.
I can't say something again.
Testing 1 2 3.
I can hear you.
Testing.
You can hear. You can hear.
Gotcha.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing.
I can't hear.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing. I don't know what the hell that is. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Testing 1 2 3. Hey, y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Can the people on the journal hear you?
Can y'all hear me? I don't know. It just sounds a little bit. It sounds like in my ear, I can't hear my mic. It sounds like I'm far away.
It do kind of sound a little far. It sound like you going
Like
to
yours
somebody
sound
else.
perfect.
Yeah, it sound like you going to somebody else's mic.
You're right.
I don't know. That's I'm number 2.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2. Oh shit! I don't know what that is. All right, yeah, all right. So whatever. Can y'all hear me?
Work with it. They should be able to hear you.
So y'all can hear me?
They should be able to hear you pretty good.
Hello?
Hello? Is anybody there?
Y'all can hear me? Oh yeah, somebody. Oh, okay. All right. So Cowboy said you signed with the Grills. Can you drop a bomb for yourself, please?
For myself.
All right. So what's going on? Man, that's crazy. I can't really hear myself, but it's all right. I will just keep it going. All right. Tashiyam, can you say something in the mic, please?
Bass.
All right.
I get it.
So we got Tashiyam in the building tonight.
In the building.
He came down. He came down.
When he came down.
Hey, you see Mataziala? He's up.
Yeah, Mataziala's in the building. What's going on, Mataziala? This is the one right here. All right, we got Mataziala in the building. We got Barack Wanan in the building. We got who else we got in the building, man? We got Just Starting Paint in the building. We got Mataziala, Gia Livingston.
Give her another. There you go.
Man. We got Kana in the building. We got Chicago in the building. We got Chicago in the building. All right. Fresh off the swimming trip.
You shot all our followers. The lazy river. He was kicking back cool.
The lazy river.
Having an amazing time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't hear nothing out of it.
I can hear you, but it's not through that mic.
It's over here somewhere?
It's probably going through mine. If anything, I
was going through yours?
Yeah.
What's this right here? Okay, so that's that.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Oh! Yeah, there we go. Yeah. All right. So we got Kanai in the building. We got Chicago in the building. All right. Yeah, I see y'all in here. We got Barack Winard. See how it comes to life when you can hear it in the microphone. Yeah, we getting it on tonight.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, rooted speech. Yeah. So look, check it out. We glad that y'all in the building. We got 10 people in the room right now. Let's get 10 likes. 10 likes. It don't take nothing for you to smash the like button. If you dislike it, then smash that button too. All right?
Give me 10 likes and 10 shares.
Do something.
We'll be A-okay.
All right. So what we drinking on tonight? We drinking on some Jack Daniels.
Oh, reliable. Oh, reliable.
Yeah, we drinking some Old Reliable. Yeah, this right here, I mean, it gets you right. You know, it'll make you want to sleep outside on the park bench.
Yeah, it'll make you want to fight nobody.
Yeah.
It'll make you just want to, have a good time and chill out.
Yeah, word. So we're going to be getting into some stories tonight. Of course, we're going to talk about Alpo, right? He finally got paid in full. We got Popeyes, right? We got Popeyes. We're going to be talking about let me see. We got Kazaka Waff in the building. Hold on. All right. So we got all right. So look. So we're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about Ahmaud Arbery, right? Y'all know. Y'all remember Ahmaud Arbery?
It's Case.
Yeah, it's Case. And it's a couple other ones in here, but you'll just got to stay tuned. All right. Let me see. Here we go. All right. So we're gonna jump right into it. What does ado mean? Further ado?
Further ado?
Like, I know that people say that, but I don't know how.
Without a further ado, people say without a further ado.
No, they be like, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get the video started.
I guess, like without saying anything else, without doing anything else, we're going to play the video.
Ado?
I'm assuming I haven't looked it up.
Ado.
But I'm assuming to me, without further ado, meaning without doing anything else. So we're going to play the video.
Yeah. Concert. So yeah, all right. So we about to play the video real quick on Alpo Martinez. All right, here we go. Bring it up in the stream, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you can mute the mics, please.
This notorious drug lord, Alpo Martinez, shot and killed on the streets of Harlem. He was a larger-than-life figure who seemed to defy death. Fox 5's Lisa Evers goes over who he was and why he might have had a long list of enemies.
He was one of the city's most notorious drug dealers, famous since the 1980s for his murderous ways and mountains of cash and drugs, immortalized in dozens of rap songs and the movie Paid in Full. But it all came to an end for Alpo Martinez right here on the streets of Harlem, right where it all began. These are exclusive photos of Alberto Alpo Martinez on previous visits to Harlem in recent years. But his latest visit turned out to be his last. On Sunday, about 3:20 a.m., police were called to Frederick Douglass Boulevard near West 147th Street. A dark red pickup truck crashed into parked cars. The driver was shot 5 times in the chest through the car window and killed.
I heard 5 shots, 1 and then 4 consecutive shots after that.
It was Alpo, but his driver's license and other IDs had his witness protection name of Abraham Rodriguez with a Lewiston, Maine address. The murder scene stretched for blocks up to 151st Street. Alpo had been given a new identity when he was released from a Colorado Supermax prison in 2015 after serving more than 20 years for 14 murders. But instead of lying low, he couldn't seem to stay away from New York.
He's been seen riding around Harlem most of the time. You know, he's been seen down in Harlem a lot.
In addition to the murder convictions, Alpo was widely believed to have turned on many of his former associates in order to shave years off what could have been a life sentence. There is no shortage of people who may have wanted payback.
Other than him being who he is, there seems to be a thing with guns going on that everyone's, it's getting out of hand with the guns. Everyone seems to have a gun right now.
Sources tell me that Alpo may have been shot while sitting in his car further down the block and then tried to drive away to escape. Investigators will be looking at forensic evidence as well as surveillance video to get a clearer picture of what really happened. In Harlem, I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News.
Bro,
you look jacked.
No,
What about those bad?
All right. You got a cat.
Well, yeah, I didn't know. There was 14 murders, and then he only did 20 years for.
Right.
He must have did some great stitching.
Yeah, he was.
This
He
was amazing. He told exactly where the coke was coming from. It came from this village in Mexico. he did some great stitchings. I didn't know he got charged with that many murders. But I mean, this situation is kind of. It's a big story, and I understand why it's a big story, but it's not. I don't think it's surprising to many people. People that know Alpo and know about the history, I think it's just kind of doing that much dirt, selling that much drugs, killing that many people, and on top of all that, snitching. It's kind of what happened to him is what was going to happen to him, and it's kind of only. It was only a matter of time.
Right.
Especially with him, I didn't know. I thought he was living in this city. He seemed like he lived in Maine. He said because they said his license had his witness protection name on it.
Yeah.
With
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow. With a Maine address. So that means after he got out, because he did all that good snitching, he was at witness protection, and he probably was living up in Maine.
Right.
But he just, I guess he just had a demon that wanted to die. So a part of him wanted to die. Because he had no reason he didn't have to be in Harlem. He didn't have to be right where everybody at that know him that want to kill him.
Right. And if I
all the people that got family members that he killed, all the people that he probably snitched on in that city, in that neighborhood, he just had to go back to Harlem and where everybody wants to kill him, where everybody want to see him dead.
Right.
It's not really surprising to me. It's only so much you can say about this because the life he lived was void of integrity. Void of any righteousness, void of any just no right or wrong. Mm-hmm. Is this is where it get you dead.
Right.
And but the sad part is that many people idolize people like him, people that's so ruthless and cutthroat, and just do whatever they got to do to get those millions of dollars and be on top of the drug game. Many people many of our people idolize people like that, and that's the sad part to me.
Yeah, that's right. You look. You know who I blame too? I blame Tekashi 6ix9ine. The reason I say this is why I would say this. I blame him because he got something to do with this. He gets just everybody to do with this.
Somehow he in there somehow.
Right, because
he make it seem like it's cool to be a rat.
Yeah. Because look, like it ain't nothing gonna happen.
Right.
Because he's sitting behind, he got money, millions of dollars, whatever, and he making it seem like, maybe. We'll say directly, indirectly, but at the same time, like he's making it like, okay, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can snitch and you can do it, but there are still niggas out there who is going to still stand by whatever, the code, the old code, or whatever. I guess because I guess it ain't no code right now.
And Alpo, he wasn't rolling like 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine be having a whole bunch of bodyguards security around him. Yeah, he have guards and. Everybody around him, everywhere he go, big bulls all around him. But Alpo looked like he was rolling by himself.
Yeah, he was by himself.
Yep. Bragging, couldn't stay away.
Right, couldn't stay away from Harlem. And he, they say his name was Jack Harlow.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Had a random ass name.
They gave him a good white name too. Like Bill Bob Gardner.
But when the police station is on 147th.
Yes, somewhere
147th Street. That's where it happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, but it don't matter. Like, some people said it was the government conspiracy. It's always got to be a conspiracy.
Why is it always a government conspiracy? Why do they give a damn about killing Alpo? For what? For what?
And then somebody said he went into the witness protection program. I said, wasn't he already in what it was like a double witness protection program?
I think he was definitely in it, but
yeah, but they saying he faked his death. I'm like,
he faked his death.
Yeah.
Why would he fake his death when the nigga was living in Maine? If you live in Maine, you ain't gotta fake nothing.
Yeah, because there's nobody up there.
Ain't nothing in fucking Maine. But evergreen trees and white people.
Right, that's it.
You live in Maine, that's it.
I don't think niggas up that far in Maine.
No,
Yeah,
ain't no nigga travel up to Maine and come kill you.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you just you're not in.
If you up there, you good. If you in Maine, you might as well not be.
Yeah, he should have just chilled up there. I was reading the article. They said he had flocks of women coming in and out of where he was living at.
Yeah. If you ain't living that far away, you don't gotta worry about getting killed out there. Ain't nobody come out here to get you.
He said flocks of women.
Flocks.
Like birds. They were birds. Flocks of women. Yeah. That's what he was doing. He was up there snitching on the homies, and this is what happens when you break the code and you go against the streets.
Go against the streets
because the streets.
To me, it's not even. To me, it's not even like. It's not, people say karma. It's not even karma over what happened in the streets. To me, it's more about all the people he killed.
Right.
And all that drugs he was selling.
Right.
To me, I don't think he necessarily, if we talk about why God killed him, I don't think it's necessarily because he told on everybody and said he was told on all, he was connecting all that. I think it's more so that he killed all them people. And he was selling them drugs. And ruined probably millions of lives out there in that city.
Right. Because he was like a serial killer.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah, he was a serial killer. Straight up, like, because he was wanted, and he was in connection with 14 bodies of people who got killed, and they was able to pin most of them on him.
Right.
And also the one being the most famous one was the one which was Rich Porter.
Yeah. Right.
Rich Porter. They actually had they said that they had they had pictures where they said the family was rejoicing over the fact that he did get killed. There is no teddy bears in the streets.
No, he's a cat in that city, in that neighborhood. Nobody. That's why it was ridiculous for him to be there because nobody liked him. Nobody was on his side.
Yeah, so
nobody was on his side.
They was like, oh, Alpo did. It's like, oh.
It was something on him that wanted to die. It's something. If you go back there after all the dirt you did, something in you just wanted to die.
He wanted to go.
Something in you would die.
Yeah. So Tekashi, well, I know he probably never thought it could happen. Salaki, he probably was like, oh yeah, ain't that. But now he probably, through social media, they probably like, so what you gonna do now? What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Because it's coming. It's coming.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video on? When he was talking about how he killed Porter?
Mm-hmm. I watched the video where they drove him somewhere.
Yeah.
And the nigga shot him in the back of the head.
And he said the young boy couldn't pick him up, so he went and he shot him in the head and picked him. I mean, he was saying it like it was nothing.
Yeah, that video, that cat is like a psychopath. That cat, he's not mentally, he ain't normal. Mentally, he's not all the way. He don't have any remorse.
He wasn't.
You just said it right. Yeah, he's a psycho.
He don't have any remorse.
He can't. He wasn't normal.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He's gone now.
He wasn't normal.
Right.
He had that story. The way he talked about it was so nonchalant.
Right.
To talk about somebody that was your friend. I can understand. Sometimes you might be put in a situation where you feel like you got to kill somebody that's important to you. But the way he talked about it was so nonchalant. It was like
it's crazy.
He had no remorse about it. It was like it is what it was.
It's like going to get some water out the kitchen.
Yeah. It was just
Right.
ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah. So look, man. So what have we learned in this situation? If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Facts.
Old school. All right. So So this is what I wanted to bring out too. Oh, Salaki. At this point, so you wanted to say anything else more about Alpo Martinez?
Not really. Just don't sell no drugs. You will die or go to jail for the rest of your life.
Walk around, fucking nigga. Sorry, the wrong one. Sorry.
Everything. You at the bomb?
Hold on. Yeah, I was trying
it's
to
right
there. All right, so don't do the crime if you can't do the time, man. Don't get in there because a rat is the worst type of nigga, man. Because even if it's you know how rats are if I may, rats are a big part of black culture as a whole, because even throughout history, the Nat Turner Rebellion was brung down from a rat. who tipped off, you know what I mean, the people and told them like what they was planning on doing and what their whole plan was. Like rats has always like throughout history is like been the detriment to our people. And I think like that's like one reason why we just take it so to heart because like you an informer. Like, you know, like the Jamaicans call it you an informer. You know what I mean?
Informer.
Yeah, and the informer is nobody got to know love for the informer because at the end of the day, you're ratting to the oppressor.
I get it, but the person, Alpo is what's the word? It's not as bad as this person that ratted on Nat Turner. Because Nat Turner was a freedom fighter. He was trying to get out of slavery, doing the best he could. But Alpo is just a nigga that's trying to get out of going to jail. so Alpo ratting on some other drug dealers is, in my opinion, is not as bad as ratting on Nat Turner.
Right.
Because there was in two different ballparks. I mean, me personally, the whole stop snitching shit and the whole rule of in street culture and in the black community of not snitching, the fact that people expect criminals to uphold the no snitching rule is ridiculous to me. The fact that we expect somebody who's in a criminal lifestyle to follow a rule, meaning we're in a lifestyle where we throw all the rules out the window. We killing people, we selling drugs, we robbing, we throwing all the rules out the window. But don't talk to the cops about nothing. If you go to jail, keep your mouth shut. How can you expect somebody whose whole life is based around not following rules? How do you expect them to follow rules?
Right.
I never understood that.
If I may, sir, it's kind of like you make it a good point. What you bring out is heavy. The thing is, and you're right. It's sort of like like. It's like it has to be some honor amongst thieves. You know what I'm saying, Tiger? It's almost like it's that unwritten rule. Like, okay, even though we rob, we kill, we shoot, we do everything under the sun. But it's just like if you're a willing participant in this, and we both make the conscious decision to say that we both going to engage in something that we're going to take a risk to do, and I get caught, then the code is that you don't tell on me.
It makes sense.
You don't give me
it all makes sense. I just don't understand why people expect it to actually happen.
Right.
It all makes sense. It makes sense that if you live in a criminal lifestyle, and you choosing that this is how you gonna make your money, this is how you gonna live your life is being a criminal. I get it that it makes sense that the cops would be your ultimate enemy, and you wouldn't talk to the cops. You wouldn't rat out your friend to the cops or anybody to the cops.
Right.
Because the cops are the antithesis of you.
So what was that word again?
The antithesis.
Oh, man.
I get all that. I get it. But I don't expect why people actually expect it to happen.
Right.
Because the cat is a scumbag already.
Right.
He's just good. Alpo shot his best friend in the head.
Right.
He killed his best friend. You expect him not to snitch?
Right, exactly. Right.
He sold drugs in his own neighborhood to pregnant ladies and little kids.
But he came around like it was sweet though. That's the part that's crazy. Like
I think that's why I think a part of him is wanting to go.
Right. No Cowards, Virginia in the building. I see you. Go ahead.
What was he thinking?
Who?
I think he was thinking like, man, fuck it, they get me.
You think?
I would think so.
I think he was thinking ain't nothing gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen. That's what I'm thinking.
And it was late at night, so maybe he thought, I'm good type shit.
I mean, he is a pretty scary character. You know what I mean? Like,
he ain't gonna do shit.
People probably figure like I might not try it. You know what I mean? Because
if a nigga get a drop on you,
but somebody will drive by and shoot you.
That's what happens. You get a drop on you.
Because like the worst thing in the world is like to go like roll on a nigga and then you like lose. And, like I seen it one time, right? If I may, sir, like I seen it one time, right? I was in Rikers at the time, and this dude, his name was Champ. I think I might have told you this story. Mm-hmm. The dude name was Champ, and Champ was, the nigga was built like the nigga was a boxer. You know what I mean? And niggas didn't like him because it was like the whole island, Rikers Island, is ruled by the blood, the blood gang. So, but this dude wasn't a blood, but he was beating up niggas who were bloods. Yeah. So they were like, yeah, we got to get this nigga. So the word went out. So they were going to jump. They were like, well, we're just going to jump him. And they did. They tried to jump Champ, but Champ, like, the nigga, I mean, he did some stuff that was just like, It was amazing. Like he grabbed like the, like the water faucet that, like the faucet in the sink. He grabbed it and ripped it off. He ripped it out.
Started beating niggas
and started beating both of the dudes. He beat both of the dudes down with the
sink?
With the sink. The spigot. I said,
God damn.
I was like, God damn.
He was going
like they went at him because he was like, for sure he was going to lose because they were going to jump him.
Yeah.
But he beat everybody up who tried to jump him.
The brace on him. But it's a little different when you're dealing with guns, though. It's different. Like, if you're dealing with guns, if I start shooting at you, it's only so much you can do.
Guns are like, this dude, Champ, he was a pretty polarizing figure, in jail. Because like one time I told Captain Ariel this story. We was out in the yard and he had lost a ring. He lost his ring. So he started checking everybody.
Patting niggas down.
He was patting everybody down. like he was patting people down, and then like he's patting everybody down. And I mean, these is like dudes that's in the yard is like some hardcore brothers.
Yeah.
And he's like, because this dude, like, he's built. I mean, he look like an action figure. And he's like checking people. He's patting people down, and one dude's like, "Yo, you ain't gonna touch me." He like, "Look, I'll knock you out." You know what I'm saying? And dude just let him pat him down. And I'm thinking like, damn, it's like 3 niggas before me. So like, he get down like 2 niggas. It's like one more nigga than it's me. Like I'm like the last nigga that's gonna be bitched on this in the yard. I'm like, damn. So before he got to me, like one nigga before me, he like checked his pocket and he found it. He found the ring, and I was like, whew. Woo! I didn't have to, you know what I mean? I didn't have to prove myself.
You was gonna let him pat you down?
I wasn't gonna let him pat me down. That was the point. That's why I was relieved.
He might have to risk getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I might have had to risk getting my ass whooped.
I'd rather get my ass whooped.
Yeah, I would have had to risk getting my ass whooped.
I would just lose in the fight. And you pat me down.
But I knew I wasn't gonna let him because I was like the tallest nigga out there. So I'm like, I can't let this dude just do this to me like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll change people's perception of me, long as I'm here now. Because I'm the tall nigga, so they probably like, well, and I'm lifting weights too, so they like, okay, we're not gonna mess with this nigga. You know what I mean? Like, this nigga's pretty big. So
you wouldn't have felt out of place. He was patting everybody else down.
It is kind of like it.
He's patting everybody.
I just couldn't let it happen though. You feel me? Like I couldn't let it happen.
How many niggas did he pat down before he got to do?
Salagi?
How many niggas did he pat down before he got?
It was like 15 niggas. Like it was a bunch of niggas out there.
Don't worry about it. You wouldn't do it. You
couldn't do it, right?
I still couldn't do it.
You wouldn't have did it
because you gotta protect that because it's like
I feel like if I gotta pick get my ass beat or get pat down, I'm just get my ass beat. Because at least I got a chance with the fighting.
Right.
But if I just say, okay, check my pockets.
Look, he gonna beat you down and still pat you down.
But at least I went out with my honor.
Oh, right, exactly.
But at least I went down with a fight.
And we've seen this guy. They call him Champ for a reason. I mean, this dude's hands was like this big. And then one time, like I seen him fight this one dude that was a big dude. He like once he got the dude, like he had him in between his legs, like he was standing over top of the dude. The dude was like this. He was just punching him slow, like bow, bow. Every time the dude tried to get up, he'd punch him back down to the ground. Bow. I was like, this dude is a warrior. Like this dude right here. But it goes back to my point and said that's probably why people didn't deal with him maybe like that, because maybe they might have thought like, okay, well, this dude might get the upper hand, and you know what I mean? Like just the fear, his name precedes itself.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Like
his reputation.
Yeah, his reputation precedes. Salaki. All right.
He probably still in jail right now, ain't he? Whooping ass.
Yeah, he probably is. Champ. They was like, hey, they called my name, said, pack up. I was like, I'm ready to go. I tell you. Shalom, No Cowards, Florida. No Cowards, Virginia. Kareem Smith, what's going on, Kareem Smith? Shalom from Las Vegas. Kayal, what's going on? Nakashman. Hey, it's a movie that's on Netflix right now and it's a black Western.
What did he say?
Oh yeah, I watched that today.
Sucks.
That thing was hot.
I didn't watch the whole movie yet.
Oh,
but
it's called The Harder They Fall. That's what it is called.
I watched half of the movie. He said it sucks. He said it sucks.
He said it sucked.
Yeah.
But I think I might. I ain't watched the whole movie yet, so I can't get my full opinion on it. But I think I might agree with him a little bit.
Really?
That it sucks?
Yes, because The Harder They Fall, it's like I only watched half of it, but I get the point by now. It's like, okay, they put it there. It's a black Western where they just threw a bunch of black people in there. Everybody in the movie black for the most part, right?
Right.
The good guy and the bad guy is black, right? Which is cool, fine by me, right? But it's like when you're watching this, almost like a spoof of a cowboy movie. It's like this nigga cowboys is like a joke about. It's almost as if it's like a joke about niggas being cowboys.
Right,
but it's not very serious. It's hard to explain, but it's like watching a spoof,
right?
Where it's a cowboy movie where everybody black. So we're gonna do a bunch of black shit and we all gonna be black. But it's not like a real. They ain't put a lot of work into the story of the movie. They just threw black people at the screen,
right?
And a lot of shit and
expect you to like it.
Yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying because like when it started off, where the dude that played Bobby Brown, he was like, man, they keep telling me about this nigga. I'd rather be dead than listen to this nigga, and he killed him. And it was just like, yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like funny.
It seems it's entertaining. I ain't gonna hold you. It's entertaining, but it's not special as far as just the quality of as far as being a movie.
Right.
It's not special. The only thing special is that it's a Western with a bunch of black faces.
I was watching that Kaepernick.
I watched it.
What you think about that? What you think about that? Break it down. What's it about?
It was good. I mean, so far it's pretty good. He dropped some real good nuggets.
Is it like a biopic? I don't.
Well, it's like a documentary, but then he goes into his life.
Okay.
And it shows what he was doing when he was a kid and how he was adopted. But he be dropping some real nuggets in there. I mean, he really dropped some real good nuggets in there. But it shows that he get like a glimpse of racism. And what's heavy about it and what's funny about it is you can actually see how, because I don't know what white people, so-called white people, be saying when the cops pull them over. I never been in the car with them when the cops pull them over. But in the film, in the documentary, it shows how they respond to racism and how they wasn't telling him that it was racism, you know? Mm-hmm. But then he had ran into some brothers from the hood and they started telling him like, yeah, you know, they racism. So now he's starting to get a mix of understanding the things that he was dealing with was really racism, and his family wasn't telling him about it, his adopted family.
Right. Okay. So I seen like a little, like a clip when they talked about like showing like how the NFL like looks at the men that play on the team.
They compared it to how slavery they would put on the auction block.
Yeah, how they look at you on the auction block. I can dig that. I can see how that would.
I can see that too.
Definitely see that comparison.
You think they're gonna do? Did you hear about Aaron Salakia?
Yeah, you got it.
Aaron Rodgers.
No,
the quarterback from Green Bay.
What happened?
He didn't get the vaccine.
He lied and said he got the vaccine, and he didn't get the vaccine, and now he got the COVID.
He caught COVID, yeah.
Now he got the COVID, so I'm trying to see if they're gonna demonize him.
Oh, like they did Kyrie. Okay, so the brother brought it out on Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, he said he wanted him to have that same energy towards that dude that he had towards Kyrie Irving, but of course we know that he won't have that same energy because Stephen A. Smith is a goddamn sellout who gets to sit up on mainstream media and just talk crazy about black people.
He hates his own people.
Yeah, they giving him a pass already.
Him and Jason Whitlock. Remember that when I showed on Jason Whitlock? Oh my God, crazy. Sir, you gotta see, sir. You know about Jason Whitlock?
What did he do? Oh, you talking about the nigga with the milk dud looking nigga?
Yeah. So this nigga was like, he was like, LeBron James, I know that they spray painted whatever they spray painted on the house. But you're a millionaire. But you're a millionaire, and we those things is nothing. I was like, yo, this nigga.
What difference does it make?
This nigga crazy.
What the fuck difference does it make?
He basically said because he got money, he should just shut up.
Yeah, he shouldn't carry that somebody fucking violated him.
Right. Oh man, these cats, Jason Whitlock, Stephen A. Smith, a lot of them cats, Daryl Scott. Mark Burns, all these cats, they get up there and they get like this pass to just talk about black people all day on not social media, but on mainstream media. Yeah, mainstream media. Crazy. Yeah. So they'll get those cats to get up there and be like, well, you know, we our own worst enemy. What about the black people that kill black people?
Oh, they love that.
They, you know, and that's
the only argument.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they get. They get that pass to get up there and just talk about black people all day.
Yeah, it's because the type of white people that's watching ESPN is the one that care to hear that.
Right.
Yeah, they don't want to hear. They don't want to be on. They don't want to go in there and hear about sports. Well, if you're talking about niggas, it's demean niggas because they want to demean niggas anyway.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a certain type of white man that real into football and sports and shit like that. They just want to hear they sports and just make sure niggas just stay in jail and just
it's very
die. Just
concert.
Stay out the way.
It's like it's like that's their way. They just ally themselves with white supremacy. Yeah. Right. And once they just ally themselves with it, they just
ride the wave.
Destroy black people in the process. It's because crazy. That's the
problem is especially niggas like Stephen A. Smith. He feel like he's on the side of black people because every now and again he say something good or say something on the side of black people, but you can't play both sides. You can't, act like 1 minute you on the side of black people and the other second you say some coon stuff.
Cause I love my brothers, but I do not like that nigga there. Stephen A. Smith. Tag Stephen A. Smith in this. I do not like Stephen A. Smith. Y'all tag him in it. They probably won't because we got 6 likes and we got 14 people watching. So how are you going to tag them in it if you won't even hit the like button? All right. All right, as I wore, you say Kaepernick what? Foster parents were true examples of how TWMITDTBS, right? Yeah, all right. All right, so look, ladies, this is what I want y'all to do. This is what I want all the ladies out there to do. I want if you a woman that's out there and you don't know how to cook, this is what you should do. You should go on YouTube and figure out a way
how to cook.
Right, to cook.
Yeah.
Right, so that brothers that don't know how to cook don't have to go out to fast food restaurants because more and more videos are coming out of how nasty these fast food restaurants are. I mean, we go into these fast food restaurants and we look in the front, like the lobby area, and we assume that everything is clean.
It be kind of dirty over there too. It don't be like, oh, right. this is sparkling clean. No, it be kind of dirty there too.
You got dirty out there.
You ain't got that much money. You just trying to eat something. So
yeah, right. So yeah, because I used to work overnight in what's this called?
McDonald's?
No, not McDonald's. Where you eat the pasta. Olive Garden. Yeah. Olive Garden, the steakhouse, Texas Steakhouse, Roadhouse. I was working in a bunch of different ones. Applebee's. I worked in Red Robin's overnight doing like electrical work and stuff like that. And so we would have to go into the kitchens and we would see I remember specifically at an Olive Garden when we had to go in the kitchen, we had to take off like it was like a stainless steel wall and we had to take it down to put a new one up because it started like getting a bunch of stuff on it. So we had to pull the oven and everything away from the wall. And when we pulled the wall down, it was probably about maybe 10,000 roaches. God damn. It was roaches everywhere. I mean, it was just, you can hear the roaches hitting the floor. It was roaches on the ground, roaches on the roof, roaches on the bathroom, roaches on the tooth, roaches outside, roaches in the inside, roaches everywhere, right?
Right.
So I saw the roaches, but the food is amazing. I don't know what it is. But that's besides the point. The point is women got to start cooking so that we don't have to go out to these fast food restaurants and eat out of these nasty restaurants. I want to show y'all a video real quick. All right, now this brother got fired from his job because he brought it out. He made this video. All right. Thousands of recipes, right, Barack Wanan? All right, so we're going to go ahead and play it real quick. All right, here we go. All right.
You hear any of those?
Hold on. There we go.
Look at him. Shit. Look at him. Look at them motherfuckers.
Look at them motherfuckers.
Man exposes Popeyes chicken restaurant for being dirty.
Popeyes. Look at that chicken from Popeyes. Look. Goddamn race. Look. Look at this shit. These motherfuckers. Look at them. Oh my God. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. These motherfuckers. Look at them. This shit. These motherfuckers. Look at them. Oh my God. Look at them. Look at them. Shit. Look at them. Look at them motherfuckers.
Was that a rerun or was that?
That was a crazy video.
was they looping that?
It was a no.
No,
That was all different rats. Every time you saw them, every time you saw some called that pipe, that was a new one. That was a new rat. I was thinking the same shit. Like, damn, is that like a special effect? This is like animation. Every time you saw one go up that pipe, that was a new one.
Yeah.
No, it was the mother, the daughter, the granddad. It was the whole family tree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Damn, man. Look, we gotta stop. We gotta stop eating out.
That shit was nasty.
Yeah, that was
that's right, Chicago Warriors. That's simply disgusting.
That shit was just nasty. It's just there's no other way you can slice it. That shit was just fucking disgusting.
And I was eating that Popeyes on Saturday.
We definitely was. That shit was good too.
But then I noticed that the store was kind of crazy.
That store was not all the way to prestige.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now. They might have some rats in the back too.
It was down in Dover, towards Dover. It was down that way.
It wasn't
really.
Yeah, and they had like stuff stored in the front, like that would never ever happen. You know what I mean? Like that was crazy. Like they had.
You
like,
said they were just kind of all this.
I hope you hearing that, Gia.
Logistically, they was.
She loved Popeyes.
All crazy. I call them crazy. They were just kind of all over the place.
That was crazy.
They probably had a few Mickey Mouses in the back.
That's right, because best way to learn is by trial and error. Yeah, so since like you might not be able to cook like that, but I'm pretty sure you can make spaghetti.
It's gonna be nasty the first time.
Yeah, it's going. Of course,
I'm gonna spit it out the first time, but as time goes on, it might taste better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you said, Kiana said they also touch pig when your food your food sometimes. Okay, so I've seen that before. Well, that one scripture where it says, whatever was cooked in the shambles. You know what I'm talking about? It's like you gotta kind of.
You can't be too worried about where everybody's hand is when they cook your food or what's next to your food before you buy it, because if not, you're never gonna eat nothing.
Right, you're never gonna. So what I do is I turn around. Like when I order something, I walk away and go get my chips. I go get my chips. Everything, because I don't want to see anything. Because it's been time where I've seen a lady doing like cooking, and I'll be like, all right, I don't want it. I'll walk right out.
Unless you gonna grow your own food and shit like that.
Right.
You never gonna be able to eat anything.
All right, Gia, you said that you love Popeyes. You didn't see the video?
She don't care.
You didn't see the video?
Damn.
Yeah. So what do you think? That's y'all going to Popeyes?
I don't eat at Popeyes.
Yeah?
I don't bang with Popeyes.
Chicken from Popeyes.
You don't like Popeyes?
That commercial was racist, though.
Yeah, I don't bang with Popeyes.
Oh yes.
She always want to go to Popeyes.
Popeyes is cool. I like the smash.
Yeah, they got the hottie sauce. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion.
But it warn you, like it tells you like this has a lot of sodium in it.
But no shit.
It has a whole lot of shit in it that's going to raise your blood pressure.
That's what makes it good.
You eat this, you're going to die.
That's what makes it good.
And that's what makes it fucking delicious. that's why everybody is so delicious. And that's why we just can't. That's why Gia can't stop going, because
that's right.
All the death and destruction they put in there just make it so delicious. All that death
Yeah, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm on right now?
What's
Buffalo
that?
Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'm trying to tell you, they got the Thai curry joints, and what you got to do is, this is the secret. I want everybody to know. When you go to Buffalo Wild Wings and you order, whatever you're gonna order, whether it's Thai curry, Asian zing, garlic parmesan, whatever it is, kind of wing it is, right? You gotta order them wet. Wet is they're gonna make sure it's sauce
on that bitch
on the wings,
right?
So when sometimes you can get like garlic parmesan wings and it just be like,
it ain't all the way seasoned,
right? Seasoned. You gotta tell them you want them wet, and you get them wet. You pull that joint up like that, it got sauce on that joint, and it's gonna be the best 10 wings you ever ate. I'm trying to tell you, I'm addicted to the Thai curry right now. So shout out to Thai curry, and you can tell when they got sauce on it because the pepper in it. Like when I got it in the car, just the smell of them made me like kind of cough.
They put a whole box of seasoning on it.
Yeah, I like that. Look, it's like that. Pause. I was gonna say I want the wings to make me cough, make me gag.
That's a bit much. That's a little bit too, definitely a bit much.
That's why I said pause.
he said pause before he even said it. He said pause in his brain.
All right. Yeah, you gotta learn. That's right, Barack. But now you gotta burn some pots to learn. That's right.
Pots to learn.
Buffalo Wild Wings got 10 free wings for all veterans on Veterans Day next Thursday. Look, G, you ain't even gotta do that. Just go on Tuesday because it's buy one get one. So if you get a 20 piece, you get a 40 piece. You buy a 10 piece, you get a 20 piece. You buy a 30, you see where I'm going. All right, BOGO. Buy one, get one. Go on Tuesday, every Tuesday. That's the only time I eat Buffalo Wild Wings is Tuesday. So I go in there, get me 20. Now they'll say you 20 if you just be like, let me get 20. But if you tell them, hey, it's Tuesday, right? They're gonna be like, okay, so you want 40 piece? Like, yeah. And then you can get.
You gotta remind them that they got a deal today.
Right. Yeah.
Let them remind them.
They'll just try to give you 20 and that's it. You know what I mean? But I always make sure that I walk out there with 40. And if you got some people that you're chilling with, whatever, we can you get 20, I get 20, and somebody else get 20. Now we rolling, we rocking and rolling. We can like literally just sample everything they got on their menu, every wing they got.
Okay.
It's pretty dope, man. All right, no sweat. All right, Gia. All right. As I would said, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
Wild Wing on Tuesday.
Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings. What's up, y'all? Y'all coming through or what? We're gonna be in here getting it on Tuesday. If y'all want to make it a wing night, we can do that. We'll be down here at 1232 North King Street, and we'll be down here from 7 to 9, and we can go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and we can just go ahead and get it on.
Tuesday just so random.
And get all the
Tuesday, yeah, because it's like early in the week. So like when
they know what they're doing. They know damn way they might try to go down on Tuesday.
Right, they know exactly what they're doing.
They might try to go down damn Tuesday.
Yeah, you just gotta like remember, like you know what I'm saying. Like I've been like leave to slavery, and I'm like, okay, I remember. Oh yeah, I gotta. It is that day. All right, so we're gonna move on, y'all. We're gonna move on. Hold on, let me see.
Shit.
Oh, we're gonna bring that up in 1 second. All right, so this next story that I wanted to bring out was about. Can we get to likes up, please? We got 6 people in here. No, 17 people in here, and we got 6 likes. Can we please get those up?
Can we get some likes?
Can y'all please just go ahead and get them up? Hold on, let me see.
Y'all just don't care about us.
Let me see. All right, if y'all want to call in.
They ain't no real supporters.
Right, get them likes up. Get them up. Hold on, let me see. That's right, get them likes up. Come on, y'all. Let's see it move up. All right, it helps out with the algorithm. Of course, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. So we pushing 1,000 subscribers. We almost there. Once we get there, it'll be like a goddamn, hurdle that we had to overcome. So yeah, if you could like, subscribe, and share, that'll be greatly appreciated. All right. Let me see. Let me bring this up. All right. Boom. All right. So like that. All right, so this next one I wanted to bring up was about Ahmaud Arbery, right? Y'all remember Ahmaud Arbery? Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah, his brother got killed while he was jogging.
Right.
By a group of white people that thought they robbed their house or something like that.
Concert, right. So what happened was his trial is going on right now, and what's going on is they were trying. Okay, what they're saying is they tried to have like jurors that were impartial and jurors that didn't know anything about the case.
That's what they try. That's what they try to do with any case.
Right. So, but what they're finding out is that everybody that they're interviewing knows about the case or are already made up in their mind what they think about the case. So a lot of those people got dismissed. Right. And a lot of the people that they did interview were people that kind of knew him through somebody or whatever the circumstances was, but surrounding how they knew him or whatever. But so at the end of the day, they ended up coming up with 11 white jurors and 1 black juror.
Right.
And with
one?
Yes,
just one.
And with the family, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So like, yeah, they were saying that the majority of the people that said they couldn't be fair was black people.
Racial discrimination.
Right.
That was heavy.
Yeah. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring that out and then we're going to just break it down or whatever. So if y'all give me 1 second, I'll bring it up. All right. Here we go. Boom, bring that up. And let me see, which one was it? This one? Yeah, that's it.
Murder trial. A nearly all-white jury has been selected for the case of 3 white men accused of killing an unarmed black man while he was jogging near his Georgia home early last year. Steve Wilson-Sami is at the courthouse in Brunswick, Georgia. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, Michael. It's taken them weeks here in South Georgia to see the jury in the trial against the 3 white men accused of murdering Ahmaud Arbery. And this morning, the race of the jurors selected has some people questioning whether this trial can be fair.
Of the 12 jurors here who will be sworn in tomorrow, 11 of them are white and only 1 of them is African American, in a community where nearly 1 out of every 3 residents is black.
We asked the court to find that the state has made its prima facie showing of racial discrimination.
The issue of color is at the heart of the case, with prosecutors arguing that the young black man who was killed would never have been stopped by the white men with guns if he too were white. In court Wednesday, the judge said out loud that the jury could have been more diverse.
This court has found that there appears to be intentional discrimination in the panel. Quite a few African-American jurors were excused through preemptory strikes exercised by the defense. But that doesn't mean that the court has the authority to reseat.
Finding potential jurors who haven't already picked a side here has been tough. A number of potential jurors were dismissed because they were family friends or even former co-workers of 2 of the accused. On trial are Travis McMichael, his father Gregory McMichael, and a neighbor William Roddy Bryan Jr. The 3 are accused of murder, aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and criminal attempt to commit false imprisonment. They are pleading not guilty. This video of what happened has been seen around the world. In February of last year, 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery is seen here being gunned down after the 3 men are seen chasing him in the street. The young man's family says he was out jogging, but attorneys for the McMichaels say that the shooting victim is the same person seen walking around in these surveillance videos from a home under construction down the street from Travis McMichael's home. The McMichaels say they saw Arbery walking away from that construction site again shortly before the shooting and say that the shooting was justified under Georgia's citizens arrest statute, which was the law at the time. Overnight, Arbery's mother told ABC News she's looking forward to seeing justice come from this trial.
Everything that I prayed for, God has given it to me. And I know I've prayed and asked for justice for my son, and I'm sure that he'll give me that as well.
Murder trial.
All right. So you want to respond?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think they're gonna beat it. I think they're gonna walk because of how the law is structured. You know what I'm saying? They was making a citizen's arrest, and they're gonna say that he turned and started trying to attack them.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna walk. I think they're gonna walk on it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and Take it. All right. So okay. So the thing is, right? What I definitely think about it is that, like you said, of course, in this kingdom, we don't get justice the way that we would hope to get it, because we're people that don't have law.
Right.
And I remember I learned that from the general. It's like, you have to have that rule of law to be able to get justice. And this is the reason why we don't get justice, because we constantly believe in a system that is going to always protect the interests of Europeans, right? I'll say it like that, right? And so this whole system is like, we buy into it thinking that it's going to, play by the rules. And what we don't understand is that, the people that are in control of that system is not going to play by the rules because they created the damn game. So, of course, we can go in there and we can hope. I mean, we wanted justice for Trayvon Martin and we didn't get it. We wanted justice for Akai Gurley and we didn't get it. We wanted justice for Sandra Bland and Breonna Taylor. We didn't get it. Right? So it's like, I don't see why this would be any difference. I mean, you mean to tell me that out of all the people that they tried and checked, they could only come up with 11 white jurors and 1 black juror? And that black juror, trust me, he what? He or she. I'm gonna tell you, like they had to at least, out of the line of questioning, had to side more with America's views or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they had to align with that. Like you had to totally just not even give a damn about him being black or anything. Right. Like that wasn't even a factor in the case. You know what I'm saying? Like you just because they're gonna give you a line of questioning. Like I got called for jury duty. And I walked in, it was like, all right, you free to go. As soon as I walk in, I was in the school then. I was in the truth. I walk in, I got ISUBK shirt on. I went in there and was like, you're free to go. Went in there, walk right the hell out.
They want you to know, they want you to well, on both sides, the prosecution and the defense, they all got their own agendas. But in general, they want you to be impartial. They want you to be able to look at the situation for what it is, regardless of race, regardless of your own bias, regardless of what you heard on the news ahead of time, regardless of all that, just look at it for what the laws say.
Right.
And be able to make a decision based upon that.
Right.
But of course, we all know the truth. We all know the reality of living in this country. So the prosecution and the defense or in this situation, the prosecution wants everybody on the jury to be black,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And the defense wants everybody on there to be white, because they know in that county, in that town, if everybody is on there white, they'll more than likely acquit these white people of killing that black man.
Mm-hmm.
But
and they keep going back. If I may, sir, they keep going back to that damn video of somebody walking into a construction site. It doesn't matter, because that person whoever was on the camera that was walking into the construction site is not
committing a crime.
Committing a crime. Yeah, you could walk into a construction site.
Yeah, those construction sites, it's you can walk through those. It's legally.
Yeah, you can walk through.
Yeah, it's legally. And unless they're doing something to set you up, unless they put a gate there or something like that to stop you from getting on, unless it's a sign that says no trespassing.
No trespassing, right.
You can go walk through that.
Them jury trials be crazy though. You ever had a jury? Did you have a jury trial?
No.
I had a jury trial, and they was like, it's gonna be jurors of your peers, and all these white people. I said, where's my peers at?
That's what it's supposed to be, at least a good mix.
It was all so-called white people on my jury.
Yeah.
It took them about 5 minutes.
Guilty.
He did it.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, because jury, that they're gonna throw the book at you because they don't want you to go to trial.
I'd rather have a judge decide.
But it's something else you said that's heavy. It's set up and designed to be against you. Because when they was calling out like the charges and talking about the person that was gonna be on trial, I'm like, well, what the hell is that?
Mm-hmm.
It was me.
Mm-hmm.
It was me. I was like, I did what the way they put the words together and everything. It was just crazy.
Right. It's like we're the fools in it when we come up thinking that they're going to be fair and this is a country that is based on just the truth and the facts and all that other kind of stuff, and really it's not. It's just really set up for you to lose, and if I would say maybe 8 times out of 10, them 3 going to get off.
So like you said, if I may, right? On my jury trial, right? They was, during the trial, I wanted to respond because I felt like my lawyer gave me bad advice.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that advice that he gave me would cause me to be innocent. So I blurted out. I said something. So the judge said, he said, hold on, stop. I'll hold you in contempt. He told the juror to get up. He told the jury to get up and go out. And then they had a sidebar. And he told me if I do that again, they were going to hold me in contempt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they had the sidebar. So after they had the sidebar, he had the juror come back in, told me, gave me my instructions, and went on with the trial. Took them about 5 minutes to come back and say I was guilty, right? When I was in prison, I was reading the transcripts. So I was able to see what they were saying on the sidebar. You know what they were saying on the sidebar?
What's that?
I was innocent.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they were saying on the sidebar.
Who was saying that?
The judge, the prosecutor, and my attorney. Because the prosecutor knew that my lawyer had gave me bad advice.
Wow.
And he knew that I was innocent from that. And the judge was saying it too. And that's how I won my appeal though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was able to read what they were saying on the side, on the
But they was, deliberating amongst themselves.
Yeah, that's crazy as hell.
Right. And that's what like the part is, man. It's like, I don't know. It's like we want that justice and we just never seem to get it. But then when we come out and we tell you what real justice is, it's like everybody thinks that we're on, we
the bad guy.
Yeah, we the bad guys and we don't know what the hell we talking about.
I think black people, we just don't understand what it takes to actually get change. And I think I don't know. I think what it comes down to really that most people don't actually care. They don't give a damn really.
Mm-hmm.
And being that they only really care about their own personal lives, care about the money they getting, the person they having sex with, the food that's in their stomach. That they don't really realize that to change these issues and problems that we have in the black community takes a bigger fight than what we've been trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bigger risk, a bigger not even risk necessarily, but bigger sacrifice. And we don't understand that. The problem is that why are we even so close with these people for this to even happen in the first place?
Right.
Why are we in a situation where a brother can live in a community where he can get killed jogging? He can get killed jogging, and he can get killed jogging, and that's just normal for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The people that killed them go to jail, and then the people that are going to decide whether or not those people are, guilty or innocent, are obviously going to acquit them, and obviously going to say that it was right.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we live in a society, or why do we feed into a society that's bent against us?
Mm-hmm.
When we can live in a way where we don't live in a community where somebody's going to shoot us down and kill us just because we're black.
Mm-hmm.
When we can live in a society and a culture where we aren't just automatically destroyed by our justice system. All this right now, we could build a society where we could avoid all these things in this country, but we just rather live in that white neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah.
We just rather be policed by those people. We just rather go to that judge instead of finding a way to correct something for ourselves.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What he's saying is so heavy because it's like we don't see the power in us having our own. Like that's where we made that. That's where we went wrong with civil rights. We didn't have any military structure. We didn't have anything that was going to protect us. So we decided to just integrate into a system without power. But at the same time, it's like because we don't control our environment. Because we don't control our environment, we don't control anything. So the people that do control our environment, they can decide our behavior, the outcome of our behavior, and how we're going to react, right? So when they know that these 3 murderers are going to get off, right, they already know how we're going to react. They already know.
Yeah.
You know, they already know we're going to go what? We're going to march. We're going to pray. We're going to go to Black Lives Matter. Maybe they're going to show up for a couple of days. You know, maybe might, spray paint a few buildings, whatever. But they can deal with that because at the same time, at the end of the day, it's going to protect white supremacy because at the end of the day, because that's all it's about anyway, is protecting the legacy of their ancestors, and which is, supremacy over, brown people and black people.
And the problem with black people is that we expect, what we would like is for a black person to be able to jog in a white neighborhood and the white people say, how you doing today, Aubrey, Ahmad? How's it going? You having a good day, pal? We just expect that we expect that eventually we should be able to jog in that neighborhood,
right?
Walk through that abandoned house, and the white man just love us. The white man just love that we here, just love our whole presence. But we gotta understand that that's a fool's goal.
Right.
To just hope that these race of people or this culture will accept us. That's never going to happen, and there's no way to do it. There's no way to naturally get these people to love us when their whole culture is built on not loving us, keeping us oppressed, labeling us as criminals and thugs. That's what their whole culture and economy has been based upon.
Right.
Is demonizing us.
Right.
So why do we ever expect us to be able to run in that neighborhood and not get killed and not get shot? And that's what black people want. We don't want our own community. We don't want our own police and our own judge and our own court system. But we would want to be able to walk in the one we got right now and be treated fairly, and that's never going to happen.
Right. It's kind of like, in that book, The Delectable Negro I was reading, it's like we accept white dominance as the norm.
Right.
You know what I mean? We totally accept it. So it's kind of like, even just like as a sidebar, like when we accept that as the norm, so we automatically just innately in our mind, we just understand that if we try to fight that, right, the oppressor, that's a no-winning game. Like, we're not going to win that game. So what do? We lash out with each other and we destroy each other because that's really all you got left. And it's like kind of like the manhood is being stripped away from you so that we don't have it. And this is why like the ISUBK is so important, because what we do is we go out and we give brothers back their manhood, and we say, look, this is what we got to do. This is how we got to move, and everything that we've been doing before does not work, and we got to totally separate ourselves from this thing, because it's like what we give our spirit to is what we empower, and a lot of our people, we give our spirit to the justice system. Right. You know what I mean? And we empower the justice system to always negatively affect us by proxy. So this is why, like, us being, it's like I was talking to a sister, right? And she said that she voted for the Democratic, because I guess right now they having elections for like the governor and stuff right now.
The governors and certain Senate seats and shit.
Right. And she said she voted Democrat for the governor. And I said, okay, oh, word, okay. So what was his policies? She didn't know. It's crazy. I was like, what's his policies? She was like, I don't know. I just like the way that he responded for COVID. So she voted for him. Crazy. Because that's like our mindset. You know what I mean? It's like, it go back to, and not to like it, sir, if I may, it go back to Monday night with Commander Joe Yohana's show. Yediah said something heavy. He said that he was at a city council meeting, and he said that the black woman stood up and said, hey, we need to do this, and this. And it was well laid out plan if we can get this person elected, which was the oppressor. And so Yediah said that he stood up and was like, well, hey, sis, why don't we just follow you? You know what I'm saying? Why don't we just all follow you? And then you don't need the oppressor in this whole thing. And he said that she got quiet and sat down.
That's heavy, right?
Because it was like it's like we don't see power within ourselves, and we don't see that we don't see that we're capable unless we have the oppressor okaying it or in it. You know what I mean? And so, like, even with all of this, man, like, we was out here, I seen it so many times. We wanted justice for, Michael Brown. We wanted justice for, what's the brother that got choked out, and Eric Gardner. We wanted justice for everybody, and we just seem to never, ever get it. So I don't see that this Ahmaud Arbery case would be any different. Now, if they do get convicted, right, I don't see it being for murder, first-degree murder. I don't see it being for any of that. It'd probably be something like maybe manslaughter. And so manslaughter, it carried 7 years?
Right.
Max. So he'll be out in 2 or 3 with maybe 4 on parole.
That's crazy.
And that'll be that.
It probably won't be like, murder.
Right.
I doubt that. It's hard. In a case like that, it's hard to. What did they charge him with?
Murder. They charging them all 3 with murder.
I didn't know that. They probably gonna get off.
Yeah.
Because you can't. In that particular case, it's hard to charge somebody with first degree premeditated.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to kill you. I was trying to get you murder.
Right. They would have to prove the intent.
They was to prove that they stepped outside with them guns, saying we're gonna find them. We're gonna kill them.
Right. And that's hard to do.
That's hard to prove.
So
especially in a scenario like this.
You think they overcharged them?
They definitely overcharged them. They did the same shit with Zimmerman.
Yeah.
In situations where it's like more spur of the moment type shit, it's hard to prove that somebody came out of their house saying, I'm gonna kill me a nigga today.
Right.
You can't prove that.
Right.
You can prove that, I did it in the spur of the moment and it was wrong for me to do it. You can prove that and it wasn't self-defense. But you can't prove I walked out of my house saying, I'm gonna find me a nigga and I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna find me a Ahmaud Arbery and I'm gonna put him to death. You can't prove that.
Shit.
Black leadership sucks.
And really, like on some political shit, a lot of niggas want to hear he get charged with murder, yeah. But realistically, that's not how the system works.
Right.
Realistically, it's hard to prove that somebody that white man walked in their house wanting to kill Ahmaud Arbery. Mm-hmm. It's hard to prove that. It's easier to prove that he did in the spur of the moment. It's like 3rd degree manslaughter, shit like that. Mm-hmm. That's easier to do. But if he was trying to go murder, then he gonna get off because he didn't intend on. He didn't premeditate. It wasn't no premeditated murder.
Right. And we gotta stop, sir. We gotta stop being, like the bigger man all the damn time. Like if it was my kid and they said, "Well, hey, what do you want us to do?" I'm gonna say, "Burn this motherfucker to the ground." they gonna have to come to me and be like, Tazaiwan, can you stop the people from turning it up? Can you please tell them to just stop turning everything up? And I'm gonna say,
more fire,
more fire,
more fire. You didn't burn enough buildings yet. Real shit.
Yeah.
They shoot me, destroy the whole East Coast. Blow it all up. Fuck it.
Get it all out. Just get it all out.
All the buildings, all the downtowns, all the shopping districts.
That would be my life goal.
Shit, I don't give a fuck.
My life goal would be to turn everything up.
Turn all that shit up. They kill me. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Oh shit.
Burn it to the ground.
Kill me.
I ain't gonna do nothing like what's it with Rodney King? They asked Rodney King, they said, could you just tell the people to stop rioting? He said, this nigga gets on the nation. And this nigga said, can we all just
get along?
Get along?
Can we all just
that was the most worst thing.
I'm like, burn more.
That was crazy though, that Rodney King.
This nigga said, can we all just get along?
The riot y'all did was good. But I need some more from y'all.
This nigga said, can we all get along?
We're not saying nobody. We're not saying nobody should go out and riot. We're just saying we understand the sentiment.
Hey, Cat, but that was funny as shit. You was like, burn the whole East Coast down.
Burn all that shit.
Damn. All right. So we got what? One more. All right. So we got this sister right here. All right. Hold on. All right. So we got.
Some else we ain't talking about.
Oh, let's see.
Alpo. What's some of like some shit like that, like some old celebrity shit? Am I sure?
Alpo. Let me see. Oh, that was the girl. Remember the lady talking about the husbands?
No, whatever.
Remember America, the 11 Jurors?
11 Jurors. Yeah, Alpo. This story. I guess that was it.
Mm-hmm. Remember, we had a couple stories that we didn't kind of.
Yeah, because it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
You see that one Azawa sent the.
Yeah, what was it? Somebody sent me something.
Women in Atlanta getting beards.
Oh, like the dude?
Oh, Kanye West. That's what we got to talk about.
Oh, Kanye. Kanye said we Israelites, right?
All right, let me see if I can find a video real quick. I'm going to find one for... I listened to College Dropout today.
His name ain't Kanye no more. It's Ye.
Yeah.
His mama call him Kanye, I'm calling him Kanye.
Now, what your mama name you? All right, no sweat.
All right, Kanye, Rastic Kanye. All right, so everybody pretty much got it. It's kind of rough trying to find something.
It's a little
Yeah, because they're YouTubers, man. They
be like, hey, yeah, we're gonna get into Kanye's interview.
Yeah,
you click on shit that you're gonna talk about hear Kanye interview. You hear a nigga talking about it for 20 minutes.
You're right. Kanye says Soulja Boy's verse on Donda was trash.
No, put Kanye Hebrew. They're not gonna tell you. And the first video,
I found
they talking about a whole bunch of other shit besides him saying that shit.
I put in Kanye West says black people are Israelites.
They're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna show you that. The first thing you type that shit, they're gonna care more about the fucking album.
You watching it now?
Concept.
Okay, 1 second. Kanye West says what? All right, so let me see. See, that's like a group saying that. Okay.
Kanye West.
Right here?
That's probably right.
Okay.
Right there.
All right, so we'll go here last. We'll go here.
An hour, I'm like, I'll take.
That's it. All right, that's it. All right, give me 1 second, y'all.
An hour, I'm like, I'll take a little bit more here, do this here, blah, blah. And after this, it took all the life out of this man as a black barber, as a African American, as a blood of Christ, as a Hebrew, see, I'm telling y'all what it is, right? His mom was born into a drinking fountain. They told her what fountain she could drink out of. Now we born into a vote. They literally call it the black vote.
Yeah.
And by the way, we blood of Christ. We blood of Moses. We're not just a color in a crayon box. And if we knew that, who we really were, we'd treat each other differently. We'd treat ourselves differently. So when you say, I'm black and I'm proud, like, but of what? What concept are we understanding? They say, go see the African History Museum. Why do they start when the boats came? Why don't they start with the drums?
When we was kings.
No, they don't want it, but we are kings. Mm-hmm. But the 400 years doesn't have to deal with slavery. It has to deal with the Bible. It has to deal with us being disobedient to God.
Right.
And that's why we farm land that isn't our own. Record labels, the NBA, Hollywood. These boys be scared. They be sitting there. Michael B. Jordan be telling my cousin, like, man, I want to do what Ye do, but I'm just, I'm right here. Or, like Kevin Hart be like, man, I like that. I'm envious of what Dave Chappelle could do. And they ain't sitting it at us. Me to him. Say this. Tech, blah, blah. He said this. He said that. It's like, boy, there will be blood. It has to be some type of respect. A male perspective, a God perspective, and some type of community leadership. And I'm the leader. And that's what I told
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, I told Lauryn Hill, but I told everybody. I'm the leader. Let's look at it. Let's open up this Bible. Your grandmother like, you need Jesus.
Yeah, you need Jesus.
That's what you need. Yeah.
My favorite song, by the way.
Because praise God. Because all of this that we doing, it ain't adding up to nothing. Now God is pointed at me and said, this man worth $9 billion.
Jesus.
This man, and that's pretty good for a black man. Since I was like, the black. First of all, I said that before. We got to take the black version off it. Because I'm running circles around, all the other. You know what we're gonna do?
Guys.
Yeah, that black or white. But what we're gonna do? Moses. In order for Moses to be Moses, he had the ability to be able to take down anybody else. That's my thing. If I'm a rap on a song, if I'm gonna do a beat, if we talk about money, whatever we talking about, I'm gonna be the Moses of the situation because that's what God anointed me, that skill set to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? In hospitals today, they would tell a black mother that the baby not finna come out today because we are inside. Us as 12 tribes of Judah, as a member of the Hebrew people, we are still inside of our genocide. 50% of all black deaths a year is abortion. And Black deaths a year is abortion. Wow. And Plan B
was created by Margaret Sanger with the KKK for black population control.
Wow, you're getting deep right now, yeah.
This is what I cried about during
All right, you got it.
the election.
Okay, you got it, sir.
Yeah, the
All
conclusion of the whole matter that Kanye West is Moses. He gonna lead us out. He gonna lead us out of captivity in America.
Which that would never ever happen. Yeah. If I may, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Like this. Okay. He has times where he seems like he, a little bit sane. He got a little bit, brains. But then at the other time, it's like he seems to think because in his mind, he thinks because he got $9 billion that he's something in America when he's small fries still, man. Like money is not, like what's going to get us free. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes it's like cats will get like a $9 billion. And the reason I know this is because, I'm like really into like stocks and stuff like that, and just really like seeing like the market. There's people out there, man, he talking $6 billion, man. There's people out there with $100 billion. You know what I mean? That is just not even look at Kanye West like he's even a factor. Hold on, somebody who's calling me? All right, hold on 1 second.
Oh.
All right, hold on one second, Isaiah Ward. And so, right. So cats like him, he's like, well, I'm the leader. And then, you know what I mean? It's like, nobody's going to follow you, my man, because I can't follow a man who claims to be about black people when you got a white woman in your bed. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I can't do it. It's a conflict of interest there.
Definitely.
So it's not definitely something I wouldn't do, but it's just like we've been saying this. What he's saying better than what he's saying. Commander General Yohana's been saying this way before he's been saying it, and nobody seems to give a damn. But because he got $2 in his pocket, now everybody wants to go viral because he's saying it. So like, hey, I think your mic is.
Turn that shit off.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, man. I could care less about anything Kanye West got to say about Israelite or Hebrew. I think that's the whole reason we even brought up the story because he's acknowledging that black people are the Israelites, which is cool and fine. But now what?
Right.
There's all these people that know that we're the Israelites, that know that people in the Bible are all black, yada yada yada. But what does it do for your life unless you actually unless you make an actual change in your life? You know you're an Israelite, and you do nothing in your personal life different than anybody else.
Right.
So what difference does it make? There's a million and one people nowadays. Now the whole Hebrew Israelite thing is becoming more prominent, right? Outside ISUBK. It's becoming more prominent where people at least know they're Israelite. But you knowing you're an Israelite means jack shit for the rest of the planet or the world or the rest of black people. What are you going to do, at least in your personal life, to live differently than the people that don't know you're an Israelite? Because rest assured, you can't know you're an Israelite and still go to church every Sunday.
Right.
You can't know you're Israelite and still smoke weed.
And have sex with white women.
And still have sex with white women.
I'm pretty sure he does because he likes white women.
You can't know you're an Israelite and just do the same shit everybody else is doing. But every now and again, we the 12 tribes of Judah from the Hebrew scrolls. Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
And that's why the ISU became so special because we don't just spread knowledge. We don't just spread knowledge. We don't just enlighten the people. We are charging the people to change their life. We're charging the people to not only know you're an Israelite, but because you know you're an Israelite, you have to live your life by a certain standard.
Damn right.
That's what it comes down to. And that's why Kanye West, if he knows he's an Israelite, he needs to give his goddamn money to the people who are trying to actually promote that lifestyle, who are actually trying to find a way for black people to live a better life, to find a way for black people to follow God and live like an Israelite, not just know you're one. The problem with Kanye West is that he's a narcissist, and he thinks that he reads the Bible and he knows he's an Israelite, or he watching videos and he knows he's an Israelite, and his crazy ass narcissistic mind, it flips into, I am the new Moses.
Right, I'm Moses.
I'm the new Jesus.
Because I got $9 billion.
I'm the new Jesus, and I'm gonna lead my people out of captivity because he's fucking crazy.
Right.
I could care less about this shit.
Hey, Zabo, you on the line?
Yeah, Shalom, Lord Christ.
Lord Christ, what's going on? So, would you want to respond?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I think it needs to be said, man. The fact of the matter is somebody is not being truthful here. That's young man. Why don't you go ahead and tell them that he got his haircut messed up. He came to you to get his hair fixed. He was like, you gotta go on air talking about the Hebrews. And he was like, look, man, we the 12 tribes of Judah. We the Hebrew people, man.
We the 12 tribes of Judah.
Yeah.
We the 12 tribes of Judah.
We the 12 tribes of Judah, man. We the Hebrew people, man. That's what it is.
Hey, Gia, man, look, if he was going to help, if he would help us build schools, he would already did it. But even if you're going to have schools, it's so like
Kanye West
ridiculous. It's
Kanye
ridiculous.
West can't help us build no schools.
Right.
He can just give some money up. That's all he can do. That's all really Kanye West can do, really. Kanye West can do two things. He can promote the school. He can give us money and pay his tithes. Just pay your tithes.
Pay your tithes.
And then after that, he can go lift his camera equipment that I gotta go tell brother to lift tomorrow.
Right. Exactly.
That's what he can do.
That's all he can do.
He can go pick unload the vehicle tomorrow.
Right.
That's what he can do. He can do those three things.
Right.
Other than that, he can't do shit else. Because rest assured, just because Kanye West get on, if Kanye West did get up on TV and say, follow Commander Junior Honor, go to www.isubk.com. If he did that tomorrow, that doesn't mean that people are going to open, the floodgates are going to open, and all of a sudden people are going to stop hating us. Right. That's not how this works. That's not the job we're in. We don't need a cosign. Cosigns are irrelevant. Everybody knew who Moses was. They followed the nigga outside of Egypt. And what did they do as soon as they got outside of Egypt? They said, "Fuck you, Moses."
And we built the golden calf.
And built the golden calf. Just people knowing about us, or like I said, knowing that they're an Israelite is irrelevant. Right. We need people who are dedicated to changing the lives of black people. That's what we need. All this other shit is,
right. And then even if he did give $2, he would think that he was running it.
He would think he owned ISBK now because he paid his tithes.
Right. He runs it now, and he's Moses, and he's he's Steve Jobs. He's the Medici family.
We're gonna be Kanye's disciples.
Right.
God damn.
Kanye's disciples. Right. Exactly. Because he's very narcissistic. Yeah, he's very, very narcissistic.
He would be Young Man West. That's
damn right.
Real shit.
And I have him vacuum in the floor.
Young Man West.
You were Young Man West. That's what you are.
That's what he is. And this is why celebrities is not going to give black people free at all. He's just talking a bunch of nonsense because he's on the show or whatever. And at some point they probably will shut him down, behind the scenes and say, look, you can't be going up there talking like that.
Right.
And then, they'll figure out a way. He won't come out there and say anything else after this. Probably, I'm pretty sure that it won't happen again.
he goes in and out. He goes in and out. He sound crazy, and then he say something that's relevant. Then he go crazy. Then he say something relevant. It's like,
and then you see Nori be like acting stupid. Like Nori acts like he's so stupid. Like he's like, oh man, that's like so profound what you're saying. Like he don't even be saying nothing. It's like money makes people pander to you.
Yeah, I mean 9 million.
Yeah.
9 billion. So
it makes people pander to you. Like, oh, that's so amazing. Like remember how like Drink Champs, they be like, do. They be spraying, they be hitting like the thing or whatever. Like he told him like during the interview, he was like, could you not do that anymore? Because I'm a soft thinker. I don't want you doing that anymore. And DJ EFN was like, okay. Pretty much like, it's like, damn, this is y'all show. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because he's Kanye, you gonna tell him like how y'all do y'all, you gonna let him dictate how y'all do y'all show? Like, look, if you don't want to do the show, then nigga kick rocks.
Yay.
I'm not signed to you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't signed to you. You don't pay our checks, nigga. Look, if you don't like her, the nigga gonna sound off whenever he feel like he want to.
I think Kanye is crazy, so I think the clapping and all that shit is too much for him to handle. So if he asked me to not clap, I wouldn't. But that don't mean I would agree with anything he got to say.
You be like, yo, Kanye, this is you be like, Kanye, this is the host of the show. This is Captain Ariane. He be like, I don't want to meet no new niggas today. Like, God damn.
I don't want me no nigga.
Like, yeah, this is the host of the show.
Do you have any niggas that already met? Okay.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this Officer Tasha Young, this guy Nari, like, I don't win to meet no new niggas today.
Do you have any familiar niggas that I can talk to? That's funny.
We got Captain Go up in the building. Gia, he's not going to build no K through 12 schools. If he do, it's going to be in Africa. All right, he's going to do it in Africa. All right, so Azawa, do you have anything else you want to bring out?
Nah, man, that's it, man. I just wanted to highlight this is a hell of a show.
All right, most high in Christ.
Appreciate it, most high in Christ.
Yeah, so that's all you're getting today. Captain Ariel is not doing anything else but bombs for the whole night.
That's all you're gonna get. That's what I got for you.
All right, so Isaiah Ward will be back next week, Lord willing.
That's right.
He was out of town.
Yep, in the lazy river.
Having a good time.
Yeah, we got to get down there, man. We got to do that. That's definitely something we got to do.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, a shameless plug too. Tomorrow is a ICBK will be feeding the community in Kensington and Allegheny tomorrow.
That's right.
And before
I believe it's 4 to 6 p.m.
4 to 6 p.m. And it's gonna be up there, man. Look, man, look
for the people in need.
Right, it's gonna be dope. I'm probably gonna get a plate too.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me one in the back.
Yeah, so we're gonna be up there, man, getting it on. And if y'all can come out there and help and support, man, then just come out there, man. Hit somebody up in the school in Philly camp.
If you know somebody that's in need, they can come out there and get a free meal.
Right. So yeah. So if you got anything else to say, man, you want to give any shots out or drop your Instagram? You good?
Nah, I'm good, man. Yo, I'm let it crazy. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow.
All right, Lord of Christ.
Lord of Christ.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Okay. Gia said she's cooking now. Okay. Now that y'all said, all right, Tennessee checking in. All right, Tennessee. Gia cooking. That's right, cooking. So Dusty don't gotta go to Popeyes.
Yeah, I run a tight camp.
All right, yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Just make sure that y'all like, subscribe, and share. And just know that, these stories that we bring out, man, we bring it out strictly for the people, man, because the Rude and Speech show is about the people, man, and bringing these good stories to y'all so that y'all know what the hell is going on, all right? And like I said, Tazaiwan.
I'm Officer Tasha Young.
It's Captain Ariel.
It's Captain Ariel. And we're Rude and Speech, man. We're going to get out of here. Make sure y'all, man, hit us up with the likes, man. Look. Give us a dislike if you don't like it.
God,
all right?
Get some likes.
Give us something. Do something. All right? Just don't do nothing. All right? Here we go. We're going to go ahead and go out to, let me see. Where should I go out to? Let's go out to this right here.
Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Been out of these streets, nigga trying to eat while I duck police. Own family stealing from me. I'm on the phone to pray, but white Jesus can't save me. Get him away from me. I don't know what to say. So many niggas hating me. Get him away from me.
Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome. Pour and sip on my own. Don't need you all on my soul. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my car.
Trying to keep it on the true side, nigga. Laying low to play it cool, nah, nigga. Ass niggas on the team, I've been known to get the green ever since I was 2'5", nigga. Coop hanging out the roof, nah, nigga. Cause I ain't stunting on them. Put my whole team on so they ain't wantin'. When niggas doing bad, you know that they be hating on you. Get the hoping that you fall, they be waiting on it. Bullshit, get bread from the envy. Best friends get to looking like enemies. When you got it in this bank account empty. Perfect recipe to brittle out of jealousy. Looking from a bird's eye view. Learn from everything I've been through. Told my baby girl, if you ain't spending life with the nigga, never let him put a dick up in you. Cause if a nigga wrong, I'ma check that shit. And when you paper long, never flex that shit. Told my son, when you getting money, never trick it to a bop and flip it over, then invest that shit. Give a lot of game, trying to bless my kid. Gotta keep it real, that's the best shit. Got hitters up in Philly, back in Texas. When I get up on the track, yeah, I wreck shit.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Pour and sip on my own. Don't need you all on my soul. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my cone. Pour and sip on my own. Don't need you all on my soul. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my cone.